All right, guys, welcome once again to the weekly Mac Forum video chat. This is the December 6th, 2015 edition. Hope that you enjoyed tonight's festivities. I apologize for missing last week. Was a bit under the weather. We're doing a little bit better this week, so I thought we would get in a quick show, run over a few things, and see where we are as far as the Mac world is concerned. We got a lot of things, several things on the agenda for tonight, as usual. We have the forum roundup, a few news things that I did not get to last week since we didn't do the show. Didn't add anything new because I didn't want to overload anything. And I'll give you a little bit of an update on a couple of projects that I have coming up that will be sometime between Christmas and New Year in one of our shows. Working on some things to upgrade the sound for the show a little bit and add some interest there, but I got to experiment with that a little bit, so we'll have to wait until Christmas break comes around. And also, as I said before, I've got some tips perhaps for those of you that might be interested in selling or trading or giving away some of your Mac gear as you get new gear during the holiday season. All right, so let's jump right into things for this evening. We currently have just over 284,000 members. In fact, as of about 15 minutes ago, it was reading 284,202, and the newest member was Gordon LW. So I want to welcome all of our new members. Those of you that have joined recently, I'm sure you have by now discovered that we have a very helpful online community with the level of knowledge that these folks have. They can answer a lot of questions that you might have. If you haven't become a member yet, remember, you can lurk the forum, read, search, all of that. The one thing that you can't do if you're not a member is post a question. So if you need to post a question, please don't try to put it in the Contact Us section. That is for questions about the day-to-day operation of the forum. Very few, the only people that see that Contact Us section are the moderators and admins. So that's a very, very, very small proportion of our members. What you want to do, if you can't find your answer, go ahead and join. Getting an account is free unless you want to pony up for a premium account, which certainly is not necessary if you're going to ask questions. So we'll be glad to have you. We're always glad to have new faces. And even if you can't imagine yourself ever answering a question, it doesn't take long before our members go from asking questions to answering questions. No matter how new you are to Macs, there's always somebody that's just a little newer than you are that can benefit from your learning curve or from whatever you have managed to glean as far as useful information. All right, so let's get down to some tips and things that you might find useful, including one that I don't have in the show notes right now, but it will be by the time I post the notes. First of all, let's point out that I've said before and on numerous occasions that many times you can use the Apple software that's included with your machine to do things that most people had not thought of doing. And yes, there may be third-party software out there that'll do the same thing, but sometimes it pays to use what you have so that you don't have to go out and purchase anything new. One of the things that I had not really thought of, because I haven't done it in a long time, I probably need to, is being able to archive your email. If you use Apple's mail program that ships with OS X, there is a way to do this, and I want to thank member Chaz M for pointing this out, because I had forgotten this. It's been a while since I did it in quite this way, and I had forgotten this. What you end up doing is select the series of emails that you want to archive. Okay, you could select an entire mailbox, like say your inbox, or you could select all the emails from a certain party, however you want to do it. And go ahead and sort them in any way you want. And then right click and select archive. Now right click, if you're still using the older single button mice, the right click, the equivalent of that is a control click. And then you want to select archive. Okay? And when you do that, an archive mailbox will be created. It has a distinct icon, and it will say something like "on my Mac," unless you have an iCloud account set up. And that'll take those things that you've archived, put them in a mailbox, and they'll disappear from your inbox or whatever mailbox you had them in, but they will in fact get updated to iCloud, just as if you were using it. So it may take some time. So you say, for example, Chaz pointed out that doing an archive of about 4,000 emails took 2 or 3 minutes for him. And of course, if it's archiving to iCloud, how quickly it can do that is going to depend on, in part, on your internet connection, the speed of your connection, so that the faster you're able to have a connection, the faster that will go. And that's a handy thing to have around. And remember, I'll have a link in the show notes to that, as we will with all the information that we cover tonight, just like usual. A couple of other things. Those of you that are longtime readers of Macworld magazine know that they have a program, or a column rather, a regular column called 911, where readers can ask questions about how to do certain tasks. And recently, I stumbled across an article that was, it's been around for a little while. Let me just check and see.